Yeah, so that one thing, it was really annoying. The scamming was really, really annoying. Um, that thing, I think it could improve a little bit. That's not just Vietnam though. True, obviously scamming is everywhere, but I've never experienced it with the whole like when you go to hotel rooms and you want to find like a hotel that badly. Like it was really intense. And apparently like at least when I did it, I searched online and on Reddit apparently it's very well known that in Vietnam it's really hard to find like a good hotel. At least in Da Nang. I don't know about other places. I like my hotel here and yeah, it was only in Da Nang. 500 blood review. I did go on Trustpilot. That was the thing. Like I don't understand how. Like I don't know how to explain it to you, chat. Look at it. Most of the like I don't know. It was almost like the one you could trust the most was the one with like 100 reviews. Um. But yeah, it's true. It's more like every country has those kind of like scamming things. One thing that's specifically Vietnam. I don't know. I don't really have that much. I feel like majority of my struggles are my own problem. I don't like cash, for example. I like in Korea, I have not touched cash for like 5 years. I only go with card or like phone or stuff like that. But I know when I travel, obviously I'm gonna have cash when I travel in like countries. So because of that, it's not so much a country. Like I wouldn't say Vietnam has to change and stop using cash. I don't think that at all. So I feel like a lot of the things I don't like are more like my personal preference that I don't think a whole nation should change just because of me. Yeah, the good food, the good pricing, the good people, the good weather, it's kind of hard to like know what to change. I feel like it's nice. Oh, I have one. There's a lot of restaurants and cafes here that has a really pretty interior, like the whole jungle kind of aesthetic. And then there's some, I saw McDonald's here, white. And not a pretty kind of white, like brick white. Like it's just a brick of building and then white, and it's the most boring things I've ever seen in my life. That one was annoying. Because like you come to Vietnam, you see their like architecture and like their way of like decorating, the buildings, and then McDonald's with like a white ass brick ass, ugly ass like building. I hated that. It was so depressing to look at, and I know a lot of countries are going through that kind of vibe. Yeah, it's like a hospital. It was so annoying to look at, and right next to it was like a really beautiful cafe. I'm like, oh my god. Um, so yeah, that's one thing I'm hoping that Vietnam would not bring that in, like having those like white ass buildings that are just so ugly, minimalistic looking piece of shit. Sorry, it was so ugly. It pissed me off. McDonald's. Yeah, it was a huge building. It blocked so many of the other cafes nearby. I hated it so much. I got like literally it ruined my mood. That's why I still remember it. And mental hospital. Even if it's a franchise, I feel like I have seen a lot of franchises like Starbucks, who, for example, in Korea, they would have a traditional hanok, which is a traditional Korean architecture building. It's a Starbucks. And we've seen it in many other places before. And I think as a franchise, you also kind of have a sort of responsibility to, this is a business term now, which is transnational actions, where you have the global strategy where everything is the same, but what you have to use a transnational business strategy to understand the local, environment to fit in, so that obviously McDonald's and Starbucks are so big, it doesn't really matter how they look like. People are still gonna go there. But like it's stuff like that that pisses me off. It pisses me off so much. So much money, and you make a white ass looking as sorry. I'm very passionate about stuff like that. Yeah, I'm talking about the culture influence. That's what I mean. But in a business strategic level, There's the international business student. It just sucks because exactly like Starbucks and McDonald's are so big, it doesn't even matter. They don't fucking have to do nothing. People still gonna go there. Even though they look like shit. Then you will have the best cute little cafe with great coffee or like great whatever drink or food or whatever, beautiful interior, maybe open as a franchise. Nobody will go in. It's not even good. Have you tried local coffee compared to Starbucks? It sucks. I mean, the Starbucks. Sorry, I don't like franchises. Okay, I hate them. I know that franchises usually are bought by freelancers or like local businesses that probably don't have the money to do something more. I don't know, there's a lot behind it. But I'm like, if you, I don't know. Well, excuse me for not being on your Mrs. Business, dude. Oh my god. Last pizza chat. You want it? Or should I take it? It's a little soggy. Oh, we got a little cheese on the side.